I was cleaning my mother's old wooden box after her death. The box was heavy with photos, small notes, and broken jewelry. At the bottom, under a torn red cloth, I found a yellow paper. It was folded many times, and my heart beat fast. On the front, it said, "For my son David. Open only when I am gone." My hands shook. Why did my mother hide this from me? Why for 20 long years? I sat on the floor, holding it, not sure if I should open it. My chest felt heavy, like the letter could change my whole life. I finally opened the letter with slow hands. The paper was weak, the ink almost faded. The first words made me cry. "My dear son David, I must tell you a truth I could not say while alive." I froze. What truth? She had always loved me, cared for me. What could she hide? The letter continued, "The man you call father is not your real father." My breath stopped. My heart screamed. I had lived all my life with him, respected him. How could this be? I dropped the letter, but then quickly picked it up again. Tears fell on the paper. I read further. She wrote, "Your real father was a man I loved deeply before I was forced to marry. He was kind, poor, and honest. His name was Michael. We wanted to marry, but my parents refused. They said he was not good enough. I never stopped loving him." My head turned round and round. Michael. Who was he? Where was he now? Did I have another family, a secret father? The walls of the room felt small, and I wanted to scream. But I kept reading, afraid yet hungry for more truth. The letter had more. I kept a photo of him hidden in the blue book on the shelf. He may still live in the next town. Forgive me, son, for this long silence. I wanted to protect you. I feared shame, fear, and hate from society. I stood up, ran to the shelf, and grabbed the old blue book. My fingers turned the pages, and suddenly, a small black and white photo fell out. It showed a man with soft eyes and a simple smile. My body shook. Was this Michael, my true father? He looked like me. I could not stop myself. I went to the next town the very next morning. The streets were busy, the air dusty. I asked people about Michael. Some were silent, some shook their heads. Then an old man near the bakery whispered, "Michael still lives in a small hut near the river. But he is sick now, very sick." My heart jumped. Sick. Was it too late? My steps became faster. Each corner, each turn felt heavy. My mother's hidden letter had taken me on a road I never imagined. I had to meet him. At last, I reached a small hut near the river. The roof was broken, the walls thin. An old man sat outside on a wooden chair, coughing. His face was weak, but his eyes, they were my eyes. I could not speak. He looked at me, confused, then asked, "Do I know you, young man?" My lips trembled. Should I tell him? Should I show the letter? My heart beat like drums. I walked closer, and my body felt warm, almost on fire. I whispered, "Michael, I think you are my father." His face froze. Michael's hand shook as he dropped the cup he was holding. He stared at me with wide eyes. "What did you say?" he asked, his voice breaking. I gave him the letter. He read slowly, his fingers trembling. Tears rolled down his cheeks. She kept this for 20 years? He whispered. "I loved her, David. I always loved her. But I never knew she kept our son hidden." His voice cracked with pain. He opened his arms, and for the first time in my life, I hugged the man who was my true father. But the story did not end there. Michael told me something I never expected. David, you also have a sister. My legs went weak. A sister. He nodded slowly. After your mother was forced to marry, I met another woman. We had a daughter. She is your blood. My head spun. I had a sister I never knew, a sister somewhere near, maybe living, maybe watching the same sky as me. My life was not only broken, it was now bigger, wider, full of strange light and deep shadows. I wanted to find her. The search began. Michael gave me an address. I walked through crowded streets until I reached a small house with red flowers on the door. I knocked, and a young woman opened. She had eyes like mine, a face like Michael's. She stared at me, surprised. "Who are you?" she asked. My voice was low, shaking. "I think I'm your brother." Her lips opened, her eyes filled with tears. She called inside, "Mother, come quickly." A woman appeared. She looked at me with shock, then at Michael's old letter I held. She began to cry. The truth was complete. I now had a father and a sister I never knew. My life had changed forever because of one hidden letter. My mother had carried her pain for 20 years, hiding love and truth. I both forgave her and felt sadness. She wanted to protect me, but she also left me with questions, secrets, and new family ties. As I stood there with Michael and my sister, I felt a strange peace. Sometimes truth comes late, but it still brings light, and one letter can change everything. Thank you for watching this story on Glorious English Channel. If this story touched your heart, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful emotional stories that will help you learn English. Turn on the bell so you never miss the next story. And tell me in the comments, what would you do if you found a secret letter after 20 years?